We definitely appreciate it.
We almost didn't put the new transmission
You rarely use it.
around.
That's awful nice of you. We certainly appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll go that way. Good morning, it's day 46, hiking the Appalachian Trail. Coming in after our first day off in a month. We're heading north instead of south like the other day when we slack packed. Feel well rested, well nutrished. Legs feel good, feet, don't want to jinx it. We're gonna shoot for 20, see how it goes. We had a great stay at the Beach Hill Shelter. Fantastic breakfast by Beth. And good company. Great company. A past hiker we were with a couple weeks ago came in yesterday. A couple gentlemen that we met for the first time. We've heard their trail names in the past. And let's start the day. Cheers. So we get dropped off by the shuttle to Bear Hollow Gap. And like any gap, you're probably starting your day going up. And a lot of times you're finishing your day going up. It was about a 20-minute up, not too bad. And then we come up here and we're socked in with fog. Peaceful, but it's extremely humid. We had a little bit of rain this morning first thing, expecting rain later on this afternoon. And the sun's fighting with the clouds right now. See who wins. So things change after a day off. One, you had the day off and you're like, you know it's the right thing, but you feel guilty about not hiking that day. You feel, oh, I'm missing miles. But you got a full pack coming out and you slack pack the day before, so you're going from nothing to an extra 30 plus pounds because you got a full 4 or 5 day supply of food. And it gets heavy. So my goal is to figure out what's the heaviest food and eat that early on this week so my pack gets lighter quicker. Figure out the water stops so you don't have to carry too much water, which weighs you down. And try to get the pack as light as possible. We still got no views. We're on a ridge. Still hovering around the Blue Ridge Parkway. I don't think we cross it today. Maybe later in the day, maybe once. But it looks in the maps, we're just going deep into the woods. Peace. First view of the day. Got to the other side of the mountain. And there's no fog this way. I'll never get enough of this. But can't stand there all day. So this morning, getting out of the shuttle, we had a good climb up. Probably about a half hour. Relatively steep, not the worst, not the easiest. Maybe, I don't know, a couple of miles of a ridge walk and then a slow descent down. And across the road where there was a river with a couple of guys fishing. And actually one of the guys in his carving antenna. I had to get up close to it and take a look at it. They were fish heads. Like little trophies on this, stuck to his antenna. One on top of the other. Probably about 8 of them. Probably smell good too, right? Then we had another up, about a half hour up, and now we have a ridge walk. And this time we have a little bit more of a view than we did this morning. You can see the houses off there. Houses just in the middle of the mountains. And they're not just like little cottages. They're good sized houses. I wonder what they all do for a living. Alright, the trail's going this way. Under these leaves. I wonder if they ever go away. I guess we just haven't had enough rain to pound them down yet, which scares me a little bit, as there's probably ticks in these leaves, and there's probably other type of animals or reptiles or something we really don't want to know. So I usually don't stop in the middle of a bunch of leaves. I just kind of walk through as quick as I can. So I'd say we're not quite halfway through our day. I think we've got, I don't know, 12 miles to go. The wind's picked up. It's a nice breeze. Humidity's dropped just a little bit. And again, it's going to rain probably the last hour hiking into camp. Rain most of the night. It's supposed to stop raining if things are right in the morning. And then tomorrow's supposed to be the same as today. Then we're gonna have a little bit of a cold spell. I saw something like 29 degrees one morning and at 31 degrees the other morning. But that's like nothing now to those ones we had in the Smokies. We will survive. That's it for now. Cheers. We got a little bit of a forest walk. We came down out of the range, slowly down, way up there. And hiker's best friend is that water. We're gonna have a huge climb coming up shortly. And then a little bit of a down, then I think we're gonna have a huge climb up to the shelter. That's because they said Virginia is flat. I want to know who they are. Still enjoying it though. Now, I'm not going to be staying here tonight, but this is a good sized shelter here. There's an upper deck up there. Nice patio. Boy, I hope our shelter's half as nice as this. Huge. And a picnic table. Fire pit. Doesn't get any better than that. That's a big beetle. Sure, I'm gonna see many more now the spring's just about here. Been seeing purple violets for weeks. These little white flowers here. As you get higher in elevation, it seems as though spring isn't as advanced as it is down in the forests. But everything is really coming up green. Another week or two and the views will be completely diminished, I would believe, because there's not many places above tree line, but it's got its own beauty. I don't know if you can see it from here, but we started probably straight ahead over there, 3 layers of ranges, and each one you have to go all the way down to almost ground level. One of them is down forest ground, and we just like the trails right down there, and it zigzags this way. We've had, these are switchbacks, we've probably had about 10 of them here. 11's coming up right here. You know, when you're getting closer to the top is when these switchbacks are more frequent. It's getting a little bit windier, a little bit darker, and it's just 3 o'clock. I'm imagining by the time I get into the shelter, I might be a little bit wet, but even though I had a shower yesterday, I probably could use a shower today. All right, moving up. Been seeing these pretty flowers all the way up the side of the trail up this mountain. This is the first time I've seen them this spring. And we're still climbing up, 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 up. Seeing a lot of the trail looking like this lately, today. That makes it easier. You don't have to look up at blazes all the time. Kind of cool. Been climbing for about 4 hours and get to I thought I was getting close to the top of the mountain. It's up there. But here we go. There's a road. I could have drove up here. No. I think this staircase has my name on it. Put the phone away and let's go. Almost at the summit. You go by a lot of summits like this and you just got a pile of rocks like that on the top. And then a lot of random, all size and bigger. Now, I got about 1.5 miles to the shelter and the blue mountains are turning purple, which means I gotta motor it if I want to stay semi-dry. So a quick recap. Slept at the hostel last night. The honey something, whatever. Got dropped off at the trail. We hiked a little over 20 miles to the Thunder Hill shelter or something like that. We're gonna get rained on tonight. Hopefully the wind's blowing in the back of the shelter. This is almost the summit here, I guess. I'll send you pictures of the finish. Cheers. Massive climb. We started 2 or 3 mountains over there, went over, and then came around a couple times, came back up to this rocky summit, and I wasn't expecting to see this. No idea it was gonna be here. Guess I should pay more attention to things. But it's a beautiful summit. It's not too cool. There's the view. Can you imagine on a clear day what this is all about? AT. Wow. I'd never expected to see this tower here. Wow. Let's see, I gotta get close to it. Look at those. Is that the past or is that the future, those mountains there? Apple Orchard Mountain, 4,225 feet. It's been a few weeks since we've been 4,000 feet. Got to come close. Look at the blue skies. It's just amazing up here. Look at that. This is Apple Orchard Mountain, 4,200 feet. Been going down some really nice rock steps, and now look at this. This is called the guillotine, or the guillotine, or whatever you want to call it, but let's hope it holds for just a few more minutes. The guillotine. Steps go down. Oofa. How cool is that? And guess where we are right now? Blue Ridge Parkway. Amazing. We got dropped off on it, hiked 20 miles on it, crossed it, and the shelter's 0.3 away. It's starting to rain. I gotta watch my step. Made it. Oh, beer box. Shelter, looks like somebody else is here. One or two people. Privy and the shelter. So we got to the shelter and it was full. First time. So I'm in my tent. Grizzly's there. I got supper cooking. This is my homemade dehydrated shepherd's pie. Craving this, and I guarantee it's gonna be good.